In the heart of Rome, beneath ancient stone and royal secrets, the alpha of the most powerful werewolf pack unknowingly hired his own fated mate as a maid. And the moment he scented her, everything he believed about destiny, power, and loyalty began to unravel. Rome was not just a city of history and ruins. Beneath its grand cathedrals, narrow alleyways, and centuries-old palazzos lived something far older than human civilization itself. The Lupus Noctis Pack had ruled these lands in silence for over 1,000 years. Their alpha, Alessandro De Luca, was not only feared, he was revered. Tall, dark-haired, cold-eyed, disciplined to the bone. He ruled his pack like an emperor, fair but distant, controlled, untouchable. One thing haunted him more than rogue wolves or rival packs. He was nearly 40, unmated, and running out of time. An alpha without a Luna was an unstable alpha, and Rome was starting to feel that instability in the tremors of Alessandro's temper. Her name was Elena Moretti. She arrived in Rome with a single suitcase and a life full of bruises she didn't talk about. Orphaned at 16, foster homes, bad jobs, worse men. She had learned one survival rule: keep your head down, work hard, don't be noticed. So when she landed a job as a live-in maid at the De Luca estate, a sprawling Renaissance villa overlooking the Tiber River, she didn't ask questions. She just nodded, bowed her head, and stepped into the most dangerous house in Rome. The moment Elena crossed the threshold of the main hall, Alessandro froze mid-conversation. His beta was still speaking. His assistant was still holding a tablet. But the world narrowed to one thing: her scent. Warm vanilla, wild rain, and something ancient that snapped his wolf awake like a thunderclap. His chest tightened. His claws nearly tore through his palm. "Who is she?" he growled. The housekeeper stammered, "The new maid, Alpha." Elena kept her eyes on the marble floor, but every instinct in her body screamed, "Run!" From that day on, Alessandro couldn't stay away from her. He found excuses to pass through hallways she cleaned. He lingered in rooms she dusted. He watched her from balconies like a predator pretending not to hunt. Elena, meanwhile, felt watched, judged, and uncomfortably protected. When a glass shattered near her hands, it never cut her. When a guard barked at her for walking too slowly, he was reassigned the next day. She didn't know why, but she knew one thing. The Alpha's eyes followed her everywhere. Elena began having dreams. Forests she'd never seen. A golden-eyed wolf standing between her and danger. A deep voice whispering her name. She started waking with strange strength in her limbs, sharper hearing, a pulse under her skin when Alessandro was near. She thought she was getting sick. She didn't know she was awakening. Alessandro finally ordered a background check. What came back shattered him. Elena wasn't human. She was half-wolf, descended from a forgotten bloodline wiped out decades ago by rogue hunters. Her wolf side had gone dormant to protect her, and now it was waking up because he was near, because fate had finally found her. She was his true mate, the one woman in the world his soul was bound to, and she didn't even know it yet. When Alessandro confronted her, Elena didn't feel honored. She felt terrified. "You're saying I'm not human? That I belong to you?" she whispered. She thought it was another rich man's manipulation, another powerful man trying to own her. She quit. She packed her bag. She tried to leave the estate. And that's when the rogues attacked. They came in the night. 4 rogue wolves, drawn by her awakening scent. Alessandro shifted mid-run. He tore through them like a storm. He shielded Elena with his body. He nearly died protecting her. And when she cradled his bleeding head, her wolf finally surfaced. Golden eyes, claws, a roar that shook the villa walls. She claimed him back without words, without ceremony, by instinct. Days later, Elena stood in the Alpha's council chamber, not in a maid's uniform, but in ceremonial lunar robes. Her posture was no longer bowed. Her eyes no longer lowered. She wasn't afraid. She wasn't weak. She was a queen in the making. Alessandro knelt before her, not as an alpha, but as her mate. "My power is yours," he said, "and my heart." She didn't answer. She just placed her hand over his chest and felt her future settle into place. Rome felt the change. The pack stabilized. Rival clans withdrew. The city slept easier. The Maid had become a Luna. The Alpha had become whole. And fate had finally gotten it right. If you enjoyed this slow-burn werewolf romance set in ancient Rome, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss next story. Comment below, would you rather be a powerful Alpha or a hidden Luna discovering her destiny?